Hey everyone, hi, welcome.
No, you have to put
Okay.
the mic-
Hi guys, sorry about the technical difficulties, and we're very happy that you're with us tonight. Welcome to tonight's webinar, and we are absolutely thrilled that you are with us.
Wait one more.
We're going to start in about 1 minute. We're helping people get on to the line, so we're ready to get started in just a moment, and we're thrilled that you're with us. Welcome. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your trust. And we are thrilled that you're with us tonight. You're going to be getting some amazing information. And I know I've been busting at the seams. Some of you guys got pretty awesome voice notes today with me saying, hey, we cannot wait for you to get on here and see what this is. So we're thrilled. Tonight is our very first webinar for our pre-launch of our company. And we are absolutely thrilled about that. We're happy that you're a part of this with us. And just know that, you were not, we didn't just blast out information to thousands of people. You were hand-selected by Matt and I for a distinct reason. You are someone who has influence. You are someone who has business savvy. You're someone who's loved, you're admired, you're respected. And so you were handpicked by myself or Matt, and we did check each other's lists because we wanted to make sure that we were putting together the most incredible team ever. Whenever you're launching a new company, it's really important who the people are that you launch that company with. And that's why all of you were selected by us. We've had some experience over the years. We have over 20 years of experience. We've had success on launching teams. We actually launched one of the most successful teams in our company's history about 5.5 years ago. And I can tell you, we had a lot of fun. Everyone had great financial success. And you know what we want to do? We want to do that again. We want to do that with incredible people like you. And that is where, the next gentleman comes in that I'm about to introduce you to. He is a decamillionaire. He started as an independent rep. I think he was 18 or 19 years old. He then went into corporate. He then went back into the field, became the most successful leader in the company. And today he's the CEO of a $2 billion global company. I have to tell you, I'm beyond thrilled to be partnered with him. I'm beyond thrilled to be partnered with our president, Blake Mullen, who is also going to be with us tonight. Two visionaries that you have the distinct honor of having them unveil that vision to you tonight. And so I'm very excited to bring and introduce you to my friend and CEO, Mr. Nick Sarnicola. Over to you, Nick.
Thank you so much, Donna. Good evening, everybody, and glad you guys are all here. This is literally one of the first overviews of this company, Liv, that we're going to share with you. And you're some of the very first people, and I don't mean like first few thousand. I mean first couple hundred people that have even looked at the information. So I'm excited for you as much as I am for the PARs and you guys being personal friends and guests of theirs. These two people are powerful. They're smart. They're hardworking, heartfelt. These are the type of people that we want to build our company around. So let me give you guys my quick background. I'm originally from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Just had a very blue-collar, middle-class upbringing. Born and raised in a family that all worked at the same factory. All four of my grandparents, then my dad and my uncles, then my brothers and cousins. And I just knew growing up I didn't want to work in the factory. I wanted to be really successful financially one day, so I could have life experiences that that you saw on TV. I wanted to have financial freedom. I knew this as a kid that I could see the world and do the things that seemed impossible to everybody else. Except I couldn't sing, I can't dance, can't play an instrument, can't rhyme, not going to do anything illegal, can't act. That left sports. Went on, played college baseball, thankfully. Got to go to school for free and play college ball. And while I was doing that, I was introduced to the number one way that people are successful without having a special talent or gift physically, and that's entrepreneurship. I got started in entrepreneurship at 18, made my first million at 25 in the direct selling industry. The company that I was a part of went out of business. I took over the assets of that company with another gentleman you're going to meet in a minute. We made about a $60-some million run, and then 2009 happened and wiped out our company. But we held on by a thread. We made a pivot and then made a $2 billion run over the following 7 years after that. We created literally ideas, marketing messages, innovations, and technologies like this industry has never seen before. And you are experiencing our newest pivot where we're taking, our vision and our purpose and our passion. And how it came to be, gang, is over the course of the last 10, 15 years, I was able to be very successful financially. I've earned tens of millions of dollars. And I've spent my whole adult life dedicated to curating and executing life experiences for myself, my family, my friends, where nothing was left off limits. And I realized that in this world, there's access to scenarios and people and places that the average person just doesn't get access to. Most of the time, they don't even know that exists, or they don't know who to talk to, or they don't know what to say, or they don't have the capital to be able to get the access. And fortunately, I was able to figure out this kind of secret knock, if you will, that gives you access, anywhere you show up, at restaurant, historical site, museum, club, it doesn't matter. There's always something more. There's always something special that's behind other closed doors. And been able to see the world and do great things. And I was talking to my partner Blake and some other folks about, what do we want to do the rest of our lives? Like the rest of our lives, what do we want to do? And it struck me like a lightning bolt. If I could do one thing and one thing only, is I would take people that have never had the ability to, or maybe don't even know it's possible, to have certain life experiences, to have access to certain people and certain events that will be so memorable that on their deathbed, they will look back and they will remember our company because we're the platform that they were able to do that. I want people to not have a bucket list, a list of things that you didn't get to do and it was too late and you passed away. I want to declare war on that bucket list, and I want to show people how to create a live list, a list of things that they are living, that they are doing. And I have a quote from the last 7 years that's now coming full circle, that's now turning into a company. One day you'll wake up and there won't be any more time to do the things you've always wanted to do. It's time to trade your bucket list for a live list. That gave birth to this idea, Live, that you now are having the first mover's advantage to see what we're up to. Let me show you just a really quick video and let's talk about how it works. Thank you.
The story of our lives are merely the pages of experiences we choose to create.
Create your life. Don't just take what's given to you, which will be left over for those who created it.
All right, guys, so that is a quick glimpse of what it is that we want to do, and I want to explain to you in detail how it is that we're going to do it. We want you guys to live your life. We want you to live your way. We want you to live your life your way. Here's what it's in store for you guys. It's an invite-only global lifestyle community that offers its members exclusive access to unique and extremely curated life experiences around the world, and other premium member benefits designed to enrich daily living. What does this mean? What this means is we want to give the average person access. We forget about the discount vacation where you push a button and maybe you show up somewhere in Cancun and maybe it's an okay hotel, maybe it's not, but it was cheap. And what do you do when you get there? Who do you do it with? Who do you spend the time with? How do you have fun there? What access do you have? The answer is nobody knows the answers to those questions. What we're doing is we're putting together curated life experiences that are going to rock your world at a high level. And those of you guys that have access, you know what I'm talking about. You already know that there's a secret knock. What if we could provide that to people? More importantly, for you watching this today, what if you could build a business helping the average person live those experiences in a way they've never lived before. It's a 3-level membership program. Number 1 is Access. Number 2 is Premier. Number 3 is VIP. We're going to be going through those today. This membership is required in order for you to access the Live experiences on the Live list, meaning we don't allow anyone to show up. They must be a member of this private global group in order to go on these experiences. And we have a belief that our life is a collection of experiences that we choose to create. That's it. Your life is just simply a collection of experiences that you choose to create. And what we want to do is we want to help you guys in choosing those experiences, and we're going to help you create those experiences. So let's talk about our Live list. Our Live list, guys, is a platform that has one-of-a-kind, selectively created and curated life experiences by one of our partners who has spent his entire life doing nothing else except taking people on the life experiences that they always dreamed of and that they remember forever. And there will be the execution arm of those experiences. And when you kind of look at how the process will work, you'll go to the platform and you'll see categories, you'll see distance, you'll see duration, you'll see price. So you'll see that people can filter through this. And I want to share, I probably should share this at the beginning. This is pre-launch. Nothing's live, nothing's available, no one can become a customer yet. All of this is first conversation, presentation. We're in execution of all of it. And shortly, we'll talk about more about that in a minute. All of it will be available. But you would go to the platform and you'd figure out, hey, I want to go on a weekend event sometime in the next couple months. I want it to be within 300 miles, and I want it to be less than $1,000. Click, 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 and all of a sudden the experiences pop up. And those experiences, gang, are going to be determined not only by us putting together the opportunity to do this or to do that, but also the people you go with. What if we designed a group that were several hundred of you that have the same likeness of interest, that have the same enjoyment of life experiences in that particular category, whatever category you select? Now you're there only with people that are part of this group that have the same interests that you have. More importantly, these are people that are fun. These are people that are there to meet other great people. You have a built-in network, a built-in community that are going to make this the greatest event experience that you ever had. Now, if you can figure out how to pull some people together, what will happen is you can have a voice as to which experiences get created and which experiences get activated. We actually have a patented technology, and I don't know how many of you guys understand how a crowdfunding platform works, but we have the first patented technology bringing it to life experiences where there's an entire marketplace of experiences that need to be activated based on you picking the one you want, and then the group, the community deciding we're all going to go on that one. Let's activate this one. So you would make a pledge, let's say, for example, and then when enough people, 200, make that pledge, the event is activated. And then step 3, you guys go out there and have the most unbelievable time that you can. By the way, the more people that decide to activate, the better the experience gets. So we might say 200 people, guys, and this is going to happen. But if 300 people activate, this is going to happen. And if 500 people activate, well, now this is going to happen. So I want you guys to imagine a business, because we're talking business tonight. We're not even taking customers right now, where you've got a team of people that see an experience they love, and the rest of the company sees an experience they love, and they're all calling friends, family, neighbors, associates, saying, let's go do this experience together. And all of a sudden it goes from 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 150, 200, 300, 400, 500 people as the time clock's running down to activate a life experience that none of us could have ever curated or gone on or spent the time to or the money on our own. Here's one of the cool pieces. Not only can you guys as a group make the quality of the event go up and what you can access go up, but how about this? As individuals, the more people you get to go on that life experience, you're going to get an individual premier access privileged event on top of everybody else's. You're going to get, the dinner table that's with the celebrity. You're going to get the backstage for the top 10 people. You're going to have the table on the stage. You're going to be able to hit the batting practice on the field or whatever. So these are all some generics. I want to take a second. Let me explain it to you specifically. For example, I'm gonna make one up off the top of my head here. Let's say, for example, that you like food. Anybody like food? Imagine you like wine. Anybody like wine? Imagine that you wouldn't mind going to Miami. You decide to go to the Miami Food and Wine Festival, except it's not through us. You decide to go on your own. You book your flights, head down there, buy your tickets. You stand in line. You're down at the beach. It's beautiful. It's Miami. You go get inside the tent for the wine food, and you go from vendor to vendor, and some of them are nice. Some of them are kind of burnt out. Some of them are whatever. And, you drink and eat, and at the end of it, you go outside and catch the sunset, and you look at your spouse, and you say, well, now what do we do? I don't know. Do we go to dinner? Like, what? Do we go, do we go to, somewhere to have a drink afterwards? Like, is there some jazz? Like, what do we do? I don't know. And that's really what happens with most people. And then all of a sudden, as you're walking up, you see a tent on the beach next to the tent. And that tent is for Liv members only. And there's this group of people with credentials that walk into the Liv only tent. And they're greeted with champagne. And there's music playing and they're having fun. And there's hors d'oeuvres. And then there's all of a sudden the main tent for the Wine Food Festival, it shuts down. And everyone from the Liv membership group walks in to the main tent. And they get to control their own music. They get to control their own energy of the place. Now the vendors are excited because it's one group and there's a commonality there. And the service goes up and excitement goes up. And then, you know what, you're finished touring and drinking and eating. And, you look around and you go, well, now what do we do? I'll tell you what we're going to do next. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to change. You're going to go to a Miami mansion party. And all 300 of you are going to show up. And there's going to be 5 celebrity chefs there cooking with you, taking pictures with you, signing books for you. And there's going to be 10 sommeliers that are working with you guys in different parts of the house, explaining you different wines and having a great time. Of course, unless, of course, you're part of the leadership board, then you top 10 come early and you cook with those chefs. You stand behind the kitchen with those chefs because your experience is going to be better than everybody else's. And the next morning you wake up and there's a couple catamarans outside. And we take, not a couple, there's a dozen catamarans outside. Us 300, we load up in these catamarans. And we're having mimosas and croissants as we're rolling around the Miami Islands. That's a 2-day event that I just developed off the top of my head. You know how I can develop that off the top of my head? Because this is the lifestyle that myself and our leaders have created. And this is the lifestyle that we want to give to everybody else. Inside of a price point that they can do it. Now you're looking back a year later going, holy cow, I still remember that sunset on the catamaran. I still remember, when we met the celebrity chef that's on TV right there. Here's the picture. See, guys, we're going to create life experiences that nobody else can create on their own because of the group that we're bringing, because of the access that we have, the friendships that we have, the knowledge that we have. And you could do it. Some of you guys who are wealthy, you can do it. But man, how fun is it going to be to take everybody you know that doesn't have the same amount of wealth that you have on life experiences that they're going to be able to share and remember forever. Next slide, please. So we're going to have dozens and dozens and dozens of life experiences just like that you'll be able to pledge and activate, or your customers will, or your team will. And the ones that get activated, we're going to go have the time of our lives. We also have a component called Live to Give, which is really focusing on the volunteer program or volunteerism, which is a new idea, which means every single life experience that we have, if you're a person that's a giver or contributor, you'll be able to check a box and you'll be able to be a part of the volunteer program. So when you're in Miami on the 3rd morning or afternoon, you're in some sort of volunteer program for some sort of local contribution in that marketplace. Not to mention a portion of every proceed from the Live List experiences will go towards supporting the volunteer program. So, and finally, there'll be some of our Live List experiences that all you will do if you want to is go build houses or go do this or go do that. How many of you guys are liking this concept so far? Guys, all I can share with you is this is my core passion. This is what I've lived. This is what I've worked my entire adult life for, is to check off that Live List, check off that Live List, check off that Live List. And now we're making a company out of it. We're not rookies. We've done billions of dollars in sales. We know how to do this. And we're going to do billions more, except now we're going to do it giving people the memories in their life that they're going to take with them to their deathbed. And I couldn't be more elated about that. With that, I want to transition here for a moment. And I want to talk to you guys about, the other side of this, right? I want to talk to you guys about the fact that, there's some time that you need to wait while you're waiting for your experience. And then what, right? Bottom line is, guys, we're all about access. And I'm going to kick it to my partner, the president of this company, a guy I've worked with for 18 years. He too is a decamillionaire. He's earned tens of millions of dollars. He's done billions in sales. He is a marketing genius. He's got nearly 20 tellies in the marketing world. The guy's like 36 years old. And he's one of the most impressive human beings I've ever met in any industry. And you're going to love him as well. That's the president of Liv. Blake Mullen, over to you to talk about what more access we can give these guys while they wait for those life experiences to come around on the calendar.
I love it. Well, thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. And guys, this is just flat out exciting that we get to have this conversation. This is literally the first kind of presentation of this format that we have done, having just announced our direction not even 24 hours ago. So super excited to be here. Thank you guys for taking time out of your schedule, and excited to fill you guys in on something that Nick and myself and our community is super passionate about. So as Nick just said, guys, it is about access. When we say it's about access, we mean life. Life is about access. And Liv, right, the company you're learning about tonight, is really designed to give people just that. We want to take ordinary, right, average people just like us and give people extraordinary access to a whole nother level of living that is possible. And we want to bring it to them. So Nick did a great job talking about the main thing, right? The main thing is access to experiences, because experiences at the end of the day are what we remember. And if you guys were to take a flashback right now instantly of your own life and kind of extract the highlights, right? The memories, the moments that you would define as the most memorable, I'm willing to bet for all of you, those moments would be life experiences. And usually they're life experiences when you did something for the first time, right? When was the last time you did something for the first time? Right, so that's the main thing. It's about the experiences and the people, as Nick covered. It's not just what we're doing, but who we're doing it with. I love the crowd starter technology, the patented technology that we've pioneered here, because it does. It unites people that are passionate about the same thing and moving them in the same place to have an experience of a lifetime. There's nothing that's going to be more contagious than you get a bunch of people that have the same passion, right, experiencing something, right, that is a life moment for all of them, all in one place. This is really cool. But as Nick alluded to, right, we asked ourselves, okay, that is the main thing, that's the focus, but what else can we give people access to elevate the value of our community? You guys see point blank, right? We want to offer so much undeniable value, right, to all Liv members. And not just in ways that are the vacation in 90 days or the family vacation this year, but in ways that enhance or enrich daily living, right? We want this to be valuable to you every single day. So let me give you just a quick highlight. This isn't everything, right? I'm going to go fast, but I want to give you enough so at least you can make a business decision today on some of the highlights of our other member benefit and perks, okay? Here's a philosophy, right? A truly great experience is one that you want to relive over and over and over again. And I'll prove it to you, all right? If you're in a moment right now and you got a couple people around you and you're having the time of your life, right? It is one of those highlights, those memory, right, moments, and you're in there with a group of people. In today's digital age, what is everybody in that moment doing? They want to save it. They want to capture it, right? So everybody has one of these phones out in their hand, and they're either streaming live or on their Snapchat or Instagram or snapping photos or taking video, right, to capture those moments. And, what's interesting is for most people, when it comes to our digital lives today, we're poorly organized, right? There's so much of this content being created. photos, videos every day. There's growing concern around who's using that photos. Are we posting to Facebook and is Facebook selling them? A lot of us feel really trapped, right, on where this is going, by our Apple or our Android. We're afraid that if we, drop that in the pool, we may lose our precious memories. And you guys get this last one. A lot of the memories we're capturing are being lost. I find it, guys, eye-opening that there's so many of us that are guilty of missing the moment we're in to try to capture the moment on our phone. And then the worst part is we're throwing it in places that we don't even know where it is, how to get it, or how to relive it. Think about that. We're missing the moment to capture the moment, and we're putting it in a place that we never get to relive again. You guys, we want to solve that problem through a new partnership in technology we're calling Liv Media, which is a next generation personal memory cloud. We partner with a company nearly 10 years old that has nearly $30 million into one platform to solve that problem. All your photos, videos, music, okay, in one place. Easily imported from everywhere you have photos, Facebook, Dropbox, Google. Safe, secure, and private. Don't gotta worry about, someone selling it to someone else. Easy to find, so you can access, right, the things you want to access. Easily shared with family, friends, groups, no matter what their device, right? You don't gotta have your friends that are on Android feeling like they're left out. And the ability to rediscover or relive those moments anytime, anywhere, or on any device, right? So guys, that's Liv Media. Here's a quick, for those of you guys that want to compare other cloud services out there, it truly is a next generation cloud, unlike anything like it. We want to help people live the experience and then have a simple way in the palm of their hand to relive their experience through Liv Media. We also believe, guys, that time is money. All right? How many of you agree? Time is money. But not only time is money, money is time. The more you have, right, the more time you have. Here's our philosophy. We want to help people have more of both. Have more time, have more money, have more. Why? So they can live more. Our philosophy is the more we can help people save time and save money, the faster they're going to get to one of those live-less experiences or live-less moments. So there's a collection of member benefits and perks that are designed to help people save time and money and make back time and money to get them on that live list even faster, right? Including Liv Travel, where we've partnered with over 1,000 airlines, top tier and, right, the low price. Tens of thousands of hotels, all your car rentals, all your activities, where we're pumping right to our membership the actual cost, no markup, no inflation, right, no revenue, right, just as a value add to the membership. So much, in fact, guys, that we're giving 110% best price promise. And yes, you heard that right. You book it through the Liv Travel, we're going to guarantee the best price. If you find the same thing, apples to apples somewhere else, we're so confident, guys, whatever the difference is, if you find it cheaper, we'll pay 110%. You find it for $100 cheaper, we'll give you $110 back. How confident is that? So for anybody that's traveling, right, flying, booking hotels, you're going to save money, right, by having a best price promise to pay for your membership. We also have a Travel Plus. This is for our premier level, which goes even deeper. These are your insider deals, your deep discounts on hotel accommodations and vacation rentals around the world. You guys, this is going to put the whole timeshare model on its heels. Why would you be locked into one timeshare when you can get access to all the vacation rentals of all the excess timeshares at the best price anytime all around the world in our premier level? We got Liv Local, which is tapped into over 350,000 mainstream brands all across North America. And guys, this is a next generation discounting network. Real time, updated, right to your phone. You type in your zip code, boom, you can see all the discounts. Buy one, get one. Free appetizer here, 10% off here on restaurants, stores, right, shopping that you already know. You guys, I'm watching people already in pilot groups save enough money on just Liv Local to cover their entire membership, not to mention the access to everything else. How about a virtual assistant? Talk about saving time. How many of you guys just like the name of that, right? A virtual assistant? You guys, this is killer. It's a feature for our premier level. Right? You ask, we answer. You got your own virtual assistant on demand 24/7. Anything you can think of that someone can do remotely, you will have talented white glove service on demand anytime at your beck and call. You want a dinner reservation? You want to research a couple different restaurants? You want someone else to go through the reviews for you? Right? You want gift suggestions? You want a reminder, right? To have someone send you, your wife, some flowers on this date at this time, right? Anything you can ask, boom, virtual assistant, right? On speed dial. How much time can that save you? And what is that worth? you guys, just in the time saved, this one feature will cover the cost of your entire membership. We also have a Live launch and a Live marketplace where we're bringing products, unique curated products that we develop or we partner with that we feel are relevant to our community. And we are bringing them in ways that are, special offers. Here's a fixed amount at a reduced price for a limited time only to our Live members. And I know this is a fun feature of Nick, so I'm going to ask him if he wants to chime in because it's one of his favorites. Nick, I know you probably want to talk about people that want to live mysteriously. I'm going to ask again if Nick's out there. He might be on mute or he might be juggling phone calls. So you guys, at our top level, our VIP level, this is included, right? We call it Live Mysteriously because we're literally going to ship the brand new product out ahead of announcement in the marketplace, delivered right to your door to be the first in the world. So for those of you guys that are really into the new trend of mystery boxes or curated boxes, the big trend these days, that's a part of our VIP membership where you get first access to the mystery box that we call ahead of everybody as part of membership. It's complimentary. And then we have products that are here forever, not just limited time, but access to our marketplace. Okay. Last highlight I'll mention, guys, on the rewards program is every membership gets access to our Live Rewards, where you will actually get credits as part of your membership every month. So $1, right, is one credit. One credit is $1. So listen to me carefully here, okay, before I show you the membership levels. Okay, up to almost 70%, 67% of your membership actually gets converted to credits that you get to use on the Live list or on the Live launch and marketplace. So you can look at your membership, not just at giving you undeniable access and value, not just a suite of services, but it's actually kind of like a Live layaway plan. You're putting money away to then be used, right, on your Live list and your Live launch. We're taught, it's funny, we're taught to save for a rainy day. Why aren't we taught to put money away to live our life? We're taught, right, to save for retirement. Why aren't we taught to put money every day for things that make life worth living? We're going to force people to put part of their membership, right, into creating experiences that life's all about. Okay, so that's just a quick highlight, guys. It's not all the benefits and all the perks, but I wanted to show you enough to understand that we're committed to an undeniable value in addition to the access to the crown jewel of those experiences. So here's how membership works, okay? First level is access membership, $49 a month. It's a one-time $50 activation fee, and it gives you access, guys, to the core features here. The Live list, the Live media, the Live travel with the best price promise, Live local, Live launch, and the rewards program, right? So on activation, 75 credits, boom, immediately available to our Live list and Live launch products. And then out of the $49 a month, 50% is going toward that Live layaway program, right? That credit program. Here's Premier, okay? Premier is the next level. It's $99 a month, one-time activation of $100. Now that unlocks the virtual assistant, the extra features on the Live list, the ability to earn additional perks, the more that go, and the leaderboard. The Travel Plus, which is the insider deals, the super discounts. People love that. And even more memory storage on the Live Media Cloud. Look at the credits. So of the activation, 150 credits, boom, goes toward your Live list, and then 50 credits a month. So 50% of your membership is going toward use, right, for your Live list and your Live launch. Here's the last one, guys, VIP. This is for everybody who just wants to be VIP. $149 a month, okay, $150 activation, the full gamut. Live list upgrades, VIP only experiences. The Live Mysteriously box I mentioned, shipped right to your door, complimentary for all the products we're bringing to market, up to 2 terabytes on your personal memory cloud, and a higher percentage is going toward your credits. 250 credits available on activation and 100 credits a month. So that's 67%. That literally your membership is just going toward your experiences, okay? Here's your summary for those of you guys who want to take a screenshot or a photo here. So summary of all the member benefits, access, Premier, VIP, right? So you guys got to ask, hey, what level of living works for you? What level of living makes sense for you? And you guys, all of them, I hope you see, have a tremendous amount of value. Now, the cool thing is, no matter what level is the right level for you, by referring 3 other people to the same or greater level, your membership next month will actually be free. So you have the ability just to share Live with others, help others live more, right? And by referring 3 to the same or greater, your membership is free, which means you get access to everything for free, and you're still getting the credits toward your Live list for absolutely free. So I'm going to check in there to see if we got Nick back. You can tell, guys, I'm excited about the value proposition, and hopefully you see a ton of value there. Nick, you with me? We'll keep going. So now I'm going to transition, guys, to the next phase, right, beyond just membership. So everything that I just went through, okay, is available or will be available to our members across the world when we go live mid-July. Okay, all this is coming online July 15th is technically our pre-launch date. And what I want to transition now to, though, is the opportunity or the business, which is why I know you guys are here on the line. Okay, and it's easy to understand. So our business model is all about empowering entrepreneurship. Okay, so what I mean by that is every dollar that comes into the company, okay, we then pay back out about 50% to people doing the referring. So we don't do any advertising. We're not going to take out a bunch of ads or infomercials. Okay, every dollar that comes in, 50 cents goes back out to the people doing the referring. It's how we have chosen to grow. Why? We're entrepreneurs. I didn't share with you guys my story, right? But it's similar to Nick's in that, hey, I grew up, the son of a cop and a principal. Not an entrepreneurial background. You can feel sorry for my pain there, a cop and a principal as parents. But I had a mentor come into my life at 19, teach me about entrepreneurship, and it changed my life. We're passionate about paying that forward to others. So we want to pay that forward to as many people as we can. Okay? So dollar in, 50 cents out to the people doing the referring. So the question you have to ask yourself is, hey, do you want that money going to you or the people that referred you, right? And if you want it to go to the people that referred you, beyond just being a member, you want to become what we call a Live Promoter member, right? Inspire others to live, okay? A Live Promoter member, right? It's really in the category of lifestyle entrepreneurship because that's what it is. You're an entrepreneur, right? Living your lifestyle and helping other people, right, raise their lifestyle. So you got the freedom of entrepreneurship. You're your own boss. How'd you guys like to get paid up to 5 times a month in addition to what you're doing? You got weekly upfront and residual royalty-based income, right? We got car programs and luxury trip programs, right? And it's something you can do, spare time, part-time, full-time. And, the more people we can help people earn, the closer, right, we can get to their Live List experiences. It definitely gives a whole new meaning to the whole concept of, hey, I don't want to live to work, right? I don't want to work to live. So if this sounds like it's for you, here's how this works, okay? How do I become a Live Promoter? Simple. First thing you do is become a member, right? And we've already talked about how you can become a member right here. You pick one of the 3. And then all you have to do is add a one-time $99 to your membership. Simple. One fee, one decision. So you got to ask yourself really, hey, does the membership make sense? At what level for you? And if you want to share this and get paid, you just add $99. So I did the math for you guys here, right? If you want to be an access promoter, it'd be $198 to start, right? A Premier, $298, and a VIP, $398. So we're not talking high costs here. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, okay, if I do that, how do I get to profit? What does this look like? So let me give you an example, right, of how this can look. It's all about the power of 3. The whole business model is about 3. So I already shared with you, first thing you want to do is become a member. Once you become a member, we want to help you get it for free. Because that way you get everything for free and you literally have no business expense, right? You want to get to profitability. So we want to help you refer 3 customer members, so now your membership's free. But then you're also going to find other people to go, wait a minute, I can share this with some people. I could be a lifestyle entrepreneur, right? So the concept is not just 3 members, right, but 3 promoters. So 3 people that actually want to share this. So if you refer 3 members and your membership's for free, you refer 3 promoters that also want to share, right, the membership. You're what's called a rising star. In most cases, you're going to make back any startup costs you had, depending on your membership level. You're going to make an extra $200 to $500 a month. That's $2,500 to $6,000 a year. You're off and rocking. Okay. The whole business model is just helping people do this over and over and over again. So, for example, if you help 6 people do that, you're qualified for our car program. We call it Live Drive. It's a $750 a month bonus, right? And all you got to do is help 6 people do that example, 2 consecutive months, unlocks a $750 a month car bonus, right, for any luxury brand, right? And an average income of about $1,500 a month, $18,000 a year. Guys, you're not rich. You're not wealthy, right? But how many of you are humble enough to admit that if you, hey, helping people live a better life, you're making an extra $1,500 a month. Hey, life would be a little less stressful, right? And you're accumulating credits toward living your live list. Here's for bigger dollars, okay? It's just repeating the same concept. Help 3 people get their cars, you'd be making about 50 grand a year, right? Help 3 people do that, right? Make about 50 grand a year, you're making about 100 grand a year. Help 3 people do that, make about 100 grand a year, you're making $500,000 a year. Help 3 people do that, right? You're making $1.5 million a year. Here's the point, guys. Whether you want to make a couple $100 extra a month and just move toward your live list and have those moments, or you want to become a 7-figure a year earner by helping other people live more, right? Live better. It's all going to be possible with this program. And we give you everything you're going to need to succeed. When we go live July 15th, full gambit, marketing websites, tools, mobile back office, right? It's a startup. You're the first to hear about it. You guys got to remember, it's backed by a company here, right? We've been at this for a decade plus. We have $2 billion in revenue behind us, and not to ego speak, and just for facts, because we built technology and platform that disrupted our last category. So you got a lot of muscle coming into a pre-launch opportunity in a startup, which is really, really, really unique. So that's a little bit, guys, about the membership, the offering, how the model works, and how you can become a promoter. I'm going to turn it back over to our CEO, Nick Sarnicola, to take it from here.
All right, guys. So sorry, I actually had to jump when Blake was calling on me. I had another Zoom of another group of 75 people that I needed to talk to at the same time. So this thing's on fire. That's all I can share with you. But all I want to do, guys, is kind of close out with a couple closing thoughts and then kick it to your host tonight. And they've got a plan, that they want to deliver to you. They got a plan that if you execute it, you will be successful. I think you guys can get that this is our passion a topic. Like there's nothing more purposeful for me than to help an individual that doesn't know how to go have these life experiences and have them be able to talk to their kids 5 years later, their grandkids 40 years later about something they did with this company. I mean, what better gift can you give than a memory, than a life experience memory that they can never forget? That's what this company's for. And we've done this before. We know how to do mainstream momentum. Our last product, we sold over 500 million units. It was #1 in the market when we launched it. We've done $2 billion in sales, 800 six-figure earners, 54 millionaires we've created. Like, we know how to do this stuff. But the business side to me is it's exciting. But it's what we're going to do for people that is going to fill me up, just like to explode with enthusiasm and joy, because I know what it feels like to have those memories created. I know what it feels like to create them for others and my friends and family. And now I want to do it for the world. And we, up until, let's say 35, we spent a lot of time building businesses and doing very well and making millions of dollars. And when money is not an issue and it's out of the way for generations, you really get in your gift zone of what you can do for the world. And this is what I want to do for the world. And I want to do it with the Pars. I want to do it with Blake and Mike. And I want to do it with every single one of you that are willing. And I'm talking now not about going to different experiences. I'm talking about working together to build a dynamic business, a dynamic company that is literally changing people's lives, creating memories for them for generations to come. Help me do that. Help me be a part of it. Be a part of that. Help me get to that end game. Let's have people live with no regrets. What an amazing business to be in, where you could get paid to help people create their most memorable moments and live with no regrets. That's what I want to ask you guys to do. With that, I want to kick it back to your host tonight. They're also going to introduce you to another amazing individual in just a moment, who is our #3 money earner that I've worked with all of my career. But these two people that kicked us off tonight are two very special individuals to me and my family. We have a very close relationship. We've worked together now for 5 years, and we've had fun together. We've created life experiences together. We've traveled together. We've worked together. We've laughed together, we've cried together, and these two people know how to make millions of dollars in this industry. And they are clear forerunners at the forefront of this. Out of everyone in our company that I'm working with, they're in the top 3 most inspired, most momentum creating, most focused individuals. And this is one of those things where you got to make a decision like, all right, am I going to get left behind on this one? The answer is it's going to go. Like myself, Blake, we're going to go. But more importantly for you, Matt and John are going to go, and they're going to go in a big way. And they work, day to day with Michael Craig, who'll be talking in a little bit, who's made millions of dollars with us as well. I can't wait to work with you. I can't wait to partner with you. I can't wait to live with you. I'll see you in Orlando at our kickoff event, July 15th. Matt and John Power, love you. Back to you.
All right. Well, thank you, Nick. Love you too, brother. Let's talk about this launch plan and real quick, and then Mike Craig, whenever you're ready, you can turn your camera on and jump in here with me. But I don't know, Blake, are you still with me? How do I advance? There we go. We have 3 phases to our launch plan, and Jonna and I ran this launch plan 5.5 years ago with Nick and Blake. And I got to tell you, those 2 guys are the best business partners I've ever had in my lifetime. They are strategy, they are emotion, they are passion, and it's all coupled together with brains, wisdom, and experience. And we took that and our exuberance and our enthusiasm, and we plugged it into this system called a launch plan. Get position, phase 1. Phase 2, hit position. Phase 3, recognition. And let me walk through how that all comes together. Number 1, phase 1, the first thing you want to do is get position on the team. None of this matters if you're not in position to gather it. And they say the best things in life are caught, not taught. And so catch some, get in the game. We're looking for influencers. We're looking for people who have influence. We're looking for people that have the ability to put lots of people in front of this program. We're going to do Zoom launches like this for you, for your team, if you decide to join us. We're going to put this thing into orbit. Our intention is not to play on the team. Our intention is not to show up. Jonna and I made a conscious, emotional, physical, mental, family decision that we went all in. Nick and Blake went all in. Mike Craig went all in. We're going all in. And all in means we intend to be the top producing field leaders in the world in Liv. And the only way that that's going to happen is if we help thousands and tens of thousands and maybe even hundreds of thousands of other people achieve their goals and their dreams and their desires. And this is the play. This did it for us. We were able to start in a 45-day window and run through these 3 steps and create multiple millionaires in our first year in business with these guys. So get position between now and July 14th is the get position phase. Nobody's going to get paid. No products are going to ship over these next couple of weeks. We're just literally going to be assembling the team. And we're going to identify people that get on that team by the people who send in their paper applications so we can start putting together the genealogy. We're going to collect up all the influencer applications. We're going to put them all into the computer at one time on June 15th. And then the influencer applications then will be pre-enrolled to start the Liv program and build towards the pre-launch summit. This simple process is get positioned, get as many of your A team, as many of your top 25, 50, 100 people, whatever you have, get them in line, get them assembled. We're going to do this again in 2 nights, and we're going to do it again 2 nights after that so that you'll have opportunities to plug people in. But get everybody that you know that's an influential person who you want to have on your team. So assemble your board of directors and your A team and managers, and between now and the 15th of June. No membership fees, no commissions will be paid. There'll be no memberships issued, no money paid out until July, because this is the pre-launch. Next slide, please. Get position continued is number 1 is the influencers that are 100% all in. They're not thinking about it. They're not, I'll try. They're not sticking a toe in the water. They're not going to hang out until the first hiccup. But people that make the mental decision and say, I'm all in. Those are the people that we call influencers. And during a pre-launch, between now and the pre-launch summit, Every one of those people that you assemble on your team are going to be the people that achieve the car level in the first 45 days. 10 to 15 influencers, all in, attend the pre-launch summit. They will get to their car by the 31st of August, and that means you'll have about 100 people in your team, AKA you'll have a bunch of people driving new cars, you'll have a bunch of advertising in your business, and it'll become a self-funding, self-growing business. But at that point alone, you're making $8,000 to $12,000 a month. Next slide, please. Phase 2. This is where you already got positioned, you got your people started, we're hitting the pre-launch summit. What we got to do in that last from July 15th to August 31st is help those people get started. What's your goal? What do you want to achieve? How many people do you want to help hit their goals? What kind of volume do you want to produce? How much money do you want to make? We got to set some goals. Everything goes live on July 15th. The first week of commissions is paid on Monday, July 24th, which means this: over the next couple of weeks between now and the 15th of July, 5 weeks, we can assemble one heck of a team for you. You can have the most momentous first week income that you've ever had in your career. That's exactly what we did. I remember getting that check and I framed it. Johnny goes, "You going to cash it?" And I go, "Yeah, they gave me two, one to cash and one to keep." And we were so proud of it. We showed it off for a year. That's what's going to happen for you right now. So we run phase 1, get people to their car or above. Your rank, your promotion will be divisible by the number of people that you have do that. Next slide, please. This is a simple math equation. Recognition is simply this: we're going to have a life experience in December 2017. We're going to the Dominican Republic. And if you build this the way we're talking about doing it, you're going to go for free. We're going to show you how to go for free, make money doing that, and help bunches of other people achieve an experience level, access level to experiences of a lifetime. Celebration, education, stories, new cars, paychecks, people hitting ranks, that's all going to happen. No longer are we going to be in a ballroom doing a network marketing meeting. We're going to be on a beach in the Dominican Republic having a gathering around a champagne fountain and swimsuits. The higher the rank you have, the more people you'll have at that experience to celebrate with you, and the more friends you'll have to come back and share those pictures, those moments, those clouds, those videos, to go out and explode your market, explode your sphere of influence. So this is truly the most important part. And then we go into the second momentum run. The second momentum run will start the beginning of next year, and we'll get going. Next slide. You're good. Thank you. So let's get started. Enroll now. And don't anybody send me any poking or jabbing about the application form, because I literally did it in 6 minutes. I realized just before this Zoom, we don't have an application form. We have all these nice slides. We have everything together. Everything's ready to roll. And I messed up. So I threw together a screenshot of a website application form with name, address, phone number, credit card number. And then I took our 3 levels of access picture from the slide, and I just cut and pasted them on a piece of paper. Literally, that's what we're going to work with until tomorrow when we get you a regular application. So just go with it. We're going to go to the website, livelifenow.com. That's our personal Liv website, Liv, L-I-V, lifenow.com. And you can click and download, print the application form, fill it out, take a picture of it with your smartphone, just take a picture of it and email it to me. Or if you have a scanner, scan it. And then I'll gather all that stuff up and we'll start marking everything in and filling it out. And then simply put as many people in front of this as you can, as fast as you can. So all we're looking for is commit to the program, commit to the idea, commit to being involved, hit the phones, promote. I'm going to show you how to do that. We're going to share all the scripting with you. It's all on the website. Just click on the blue Liv box on the website, and it'll go right to a list of, here's the scripts of what Jonna and I sent you. Obviously, it worked. There's 56 people on the Zoom. So if it worked for us, it'll work for you. And what we would encourage you to do is just follow the leader. We followed the leader 5.5 years ago. It completely changed our life. One of the guys that we followed was Mike Craig, and I'm going to turn this over to Mike right now for a few closing remarks, and then I'm going to show you one slide and we're going to wrap up. So Mike Craig, over to you, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Craig. Mike, how much money have you made in the last 5 years? 6 million, 7 million, something like that?
Close to 7 now. Yep.
You know, it just keeps changing every month. $7 million in the last 6 years in network marketing, and he's literally a rock star. This guy has a band. You'll hear him on the radio. You'll hear him on drawing a blank on all the rock stations, but he's literally a rock star. My good friend, Mike Craig, over to you.
Thanks, guys. Hey, I appreciate you for taking the time to jump on this evening. Obviously, the information that you've heard is extremely intriguing and probably unique, and probably something that you probably haven't heard much about, because it is. That's something that's never been done before. And we are extremely excited about everything that's going on right now, and more importantly, the timing. And you guys, like Nick had talked about earlier, this is literally, you guys are, the handful of people that are hearing this for the very first time. And I know I've been involved in business for many, 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 many years. And, one of the things, timing does make a difference. Timing does make sense. And when you get with the right people that know exactly what they're doing, they've done it before, and they've got a winning track record, and they're getting ready to do it again, especially when it's something new, it's trendy, but it's not something that's easy duplicated. This is going to be an amazing, amazing business model. And I can promise you that between Blake and Nick and Ryan and some of the other partners, we won't do anything that isn't going to be something that's built to last, and something that's built for the future. That's how we created a couple $1 billion business in the last decade. And we're going to do it much bigger this time. And when you've got people like Matt and Jonna leading the charge here, I can promise you that one of the advices that I had been given a while ago, one of the smartest things I've ever heard before, I'm so glad that I listened, was somebody told me, says, listen, if you want to have what some of the people, you have friends that have some of the things that you really, really want, it's not that hard. Just get around people that have already done it before, that know what they're doing. And if it's the right timing and they're willing to help you, they're willing to take you along, pull you under their wing, and they're willing to lead, then just get as close to them as you possibly can, and then get swept up into the momentum. And I can promise you, this is exactly what's getting ready to happen with the PARs right now. It's exactly what's happening with Liv. We've got, you're literally the first ones to hear about this. We've got between now and July 15th to really set things in motion. If you've ever wanted an opportunity to really, truly live your lifestyle and do all the things you've always wanted to do, now is the time to do it. It's funny when Matt was talking about, me being a rock star. That's all just because it was a choice I made when I was a young kid. I had a dream in my heart, and I wasn't willing to give it up. That was what I chose to do for my life. That's how I chose to live. And you know what? Everyone else around me told me it wasn't going to happen. It was impossible, and that's a silly thing, and you shouldn't follow. Hey, you know what? Life's too short. Follow your dreams. Why not? Go for it. What are you going to do? Live mediocre for the rest of your life? No. And many of you guys are, and you guys out there are a different level of individual. You guys have already been successful. You're already in a position now where you're hugely successful. What was successful to me, and over the years, the definition has changed from success equaling dollars and how much I made to how much time freedom I have. So what I've always wanted was all the time in the world and all the finances in the world, but I wanted that all at the same time. And everyone thought I was nuts, like that was never going to happen. And I can promise you there is a formula, and we have cracked the code, and it has happened. And thank God, my wife and I are living that. And we want to do that with you guys as well. But like Nick said, you know what? Life's way too short. And you know what? Why don't we go out there and do some outrageous, fun, amazing, once-in-a-lifetime experiences with the people that we love and care about the most? What else would we do with our lives? So guys, I encourage you guys, don't sit on this one. Don't wait around. Don't think about it too long. I would get started. I would get yourself positioned and do it now, and then follow the steps that Matt and John are going to go over with you right now based on how we're going to take you guys. You don't have to think about all this stuff. We're gonna map out a game plan. You guys don't have to create it. You don't have to think about it. We're going to nail all this stuff down for you guys and tell you exactly what's next. We'll tell you how to create that list and where to send people, what to do. We've taken all the pain out of this for you. All I'm asking you to do is be willing to be coachable through the process and be willing to be led by some amazing people like Matt and John Apar. Over to you guys. Thank you so much.
Awesome, Mike. Thanks for being on. And ladies and gentlemen, here's the last slide for you. It's what to do. Go now. Go to livelifenow.com. Print the application form. I'm going to put up some timeline slides with the dates and times from the slides you saw tonight. Later tonight, it'll be up for you by morning. The invite text examples are on there. All you got to do is print them, copy them, paste them, put them in your phone, however you want to do it. And then link to send any.
Phones are going crazy.
Yeah, the phones are going nuts. And then there's links in there for you to send to your influential prospects that they can register for our next Zoom. We're going to do this again Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, so we'll start a half hour later so that the West Coast people can get off work. And then we're going to do the exact same thing Thursday night. And then John and I, Thursday night, will announce our next date after that. And what we're going to do is we're going to take people that put the most people in front of us over the next few days, and we're going to help them put together Zoom presentations, and we're going to keep rolling the train. So with that, we're Matt and John Apar from our home office here in Oak Brook, Illinois.
Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. We're ready to live. We are ready to live.
Time to live large. Looking forward to working with you. You guys have a great night. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.